earlier, not the start they wanted, but 5-2 in their last 7, and things are clicking for the maroon and gold.
Ohio State, they're looking Crocker. McBrayer, the one-timer, and that's blocked by Brody Lamb.
Buckeyes coming out with a lot of movement. Begley's going to give Minnesota some quality minutes. The back end.
That allows Minnesota, number 79, plenty of cover back for Ohio State. And it's a routine snare there from there's number 24. Lumbers across the line, gives to Burnside. Shot didn't get through. Paulson again attacking. Again going glove side. Eberle was ready.
A full successful kill.
Here's Isley dropping for Sabo from the point. Described as electric, and that's the first word that Steve Rollick says about him.
Well, and I think another one who's really growing into that is James Hong. He's very quick. He is tenacious in the way he forechecks. Awfully useful player.
Montez. Sometimes a deficiency of his is giving away pucks. That's something that Ohio State emphasizes with Max Montez. And there's the aforementioned James Hong. Back to Montez. Dropping to Burnside. Burnside, the high shot. L.J. Mooney. Caron, the shot. Whipping out that pad was DePasquo. That's Townsend. Able to keep it in, Ohio State. Deck cut. Looking for options. There, Gordon off the goal post. And bouncing all the way back to center. Dropping to Tanner Lutke. Lutke right in front. Just off the stick of Pritchard and wide. He was perched in the right spot. Cal Thomas fires. And that's stopped too, but it looks like a penalty upcoming.
Will sit down as there was a cross and drop situation there from Moore to Lutke, and then Pritchard on the back door there trying to get his stick down. And watch right to your left of the goal.
Lamb to Lutke. So far Minnesota on the perimeter. That shot off a shin pad and wide. Now Mooney down low. 30 seconds to go in the... McBrayer there was the outlet now. Winding up Max Montez. He can wheel. Lutke in pursuit. Gives to Hong. Hong the shot. Scores! Dribbles in. Ohio State finds the first one.
Pulling this puck back. Drops it to Hong, who builds up speed as Minnesota was going through a change in the neutral zone. Dishes over to Hong, who releases it. A fortuitous bounce there for Max Montez's speed. Finds its way behind the Gopher defense. Pasquo out challenging with some grain there.
Here's Burnside through the legs of Begley there.
You know, as younger players, defense are nice. They don't want to push anyone into the goal. They end up giving up that lane to the forward and then walks to the backside and tucks it in.
Zemer and Lamb trying to hold in. They do so. Eberle funnels it up the wall. There's Lamb to seal the wall. Middlestat, the quick release. Zemer drives it, scores! There's the lightning quick release from Brody Zemer. It's a power play goal, and Minnesota has leveled the score.
Zemer, unbelievable how quick he was able to release this puck. Eberle shrugging and going down a little to the left there. Beats him high to the stick side. Catches this puck on his backhand and then shimmies it over the other.
Darting in there, Jimmy Clark. He has been impressive, number 13 for Ohio State, as he slides it in deep. Hendrickson. Thompson now to Caron. He's got a step. Felix Caron, the high shot, shouldered away there by DePasquo. Hendrickson looking to go the other way. Felix Caron again prowling. Whips that over the head.
He's trying to look the goaltender off there. Was looking past. And right when they work, but...
L.J. Mooney. His dad name's John, so they call him Little John. Hence the L.J. There's Mooney. Had Zemer side of the goal. Just missed the connection. Middlestat. Mooney looking to catch Eberle off his goal post.
And get a shot on goal there. It would have a 69th, and it would be a 2-1 game for the Gophers.
Will Horkoff there from the University of Michigan, National Player of the Month.
What a start he's had.
Gordon to his left, but Mason Moe with that long reach, breaking things up. Moe to Lamb. Lamb cuts in. That shot. It's in. Minnesota squeezes it in.
That went off the stick of Teddy Townsend off the Brody Lamb pass. The official never put his hand towards the goal, signifying a goal. Take a look here again. There was Moe. So Moe probably last touched it, is what they're saying on the left side of the goal here. That's a tough one for the Buckeyes to swallow.
Smith redirection there from Thompson. Wow, difficult one there for DePasquo to follow right after.
Take another look at this tip from his direction. That go off. Yeah, I think they went off the skate. He's an NHL player. What they
Beckett Hendrickson brings it off the post.
into, even spreading that puck more. Can he increase his speed?
On the rebound, there's Beckett Hendrickson from his knees. All of a sudden, it's a 2-goal advantage for Minnesota.
We talked about the tenacious nature of Beckett Hendrickson. Gets hit here. Where does he go? You go to the front of the net. You go to the areas where you're going to get hit. The defender spins by. Beckett stops on that one and is paid off for it. Romback, nice release down through traffic. Kids at home, stop in the slot. Dopes had 3.
It's Montez, meantime. Door. He had Gordon going there. It's DePasquo. One-timer there. That's golfed wide by Caron. Sabo holding in. Buckeyes are buzzing a little bit here, down by 2 goals. Sabo.
One of the wingers should give Mason Moe a stick. I mean, kind of through the sequence of events, Mason Moe is more important than the left wing or the right wing.
Shoved in front, and it's Felix Caron through the 5-hole, cuts the Minnesota lead to 1.
Felix Caron's been impactful all game long. We talked about his skating. Pops out in the high slot there to make himself an option on this play. And then he's going to go right down the slot area and is collected and pulled and springs a leak in the 5-hole there of the Minnesota netminder. Still a bit confused why someone didn't identify that the center, Mason Moe, needed a stick.
Mooney. Sabo is back. Mooney takes him wide. That's off the blocker of Eberle.
What a run that was.
Beckett Hendrickson. He's pass guided there to Thomas. Big rebound, but Burnside is there to pick it up. Shifting away from Lamb, Davis Burnside. He goes down, and Minnesota ends up possessing off the faceoff. Whipple. Wow. Bagley the shot, and that's melted down by Eberle. Buckeyes will have to re-rack as that leaked out to center.
He almost was able to hold that puck in.
Dunlap again, shooting, big rebound. Whipple is there to knock it away. Now it's Isley the drive. That's blocked. Clever little play by Isley on the point. Ends up leading to a shot there straight away.
Sharp in this set as we see this quick transition by the Buckeyes. Dunlap pulls back, fires that one in. A rebound available in that slot area as his eyes were looking left. He releases. See, I find this to be a confusing phase. Wins for the opposition.
Here's Montez in front, bangs home the rebound. Max Montez has evened the score for Ohio State.
Well, big face-off win here for Max Montez. He fires this one back to the defender, who actually fumbles it, but then has his head up. What a nice, deft pass there. And Max Montez will not be denied. Look at right here, the confusion for Minnesota. Rombach ultimately goes out, tries to block the
Townsend trying to clear it. Gordon and the Buckeyes holding it in. Pushed ahead by John Whipple for Townsend. Gives Minnesota a chance to change on the fly. Hendrickson the steal. Spots Brody Lamb. Lamb has a step. Lamb in. On the rebound, scores! Brody Lamb sticks with it. Minnesota regains their lead on the road.
The captain makes a big play when they need it most. Turnover there, transition by Beckett Hendrickson here, and Brody Lamb is going downhill. Tries 5-hole, collects the rebound. Not much Eberle could do on that. He does a fine job on the first save, needs help.
Thing's huge lane on that.
Where the forwards would be.
Carabella stripped of the puck. Empty net for Zemer, and that's a winner for the University of Minnesota. They make it 5-3 with 1:21 to go in regulation.
Great game by Brody Zemer, second of the game. Ludke, excuse me, turning it over on the blue line, confidently holding his ground.
Ludke tonight just defensively seemed to be in the right place at the right time a lot.
You know, he's a great skater. Tonight, ironically, at player, but yeah, I think he's going to be
Left. Hong on the point, ricochets off the skate of Gordon. Another empty net goal for Minnesota. This goes to the freshman Javon Moore.
big for offensive than he has been able to in the first half of the season. That's a big deal for